Hi, I'm Corrie Bergeron. I'm the instructional designer and Blackboard system administrator at Lakeland Community College. I've been at Lakeland since about 2004, and I've been using Blackboard since before the turn of the century.
Hi, my name's Lynn Gabriel, and I am a professor of psychology and also the college's assessment coordinator. I've been at Lakeland since 2004, and I've been using Blackboard since way before then.
Lakeland Community College is a medium-sized suburban community college founded in 1967. We're about 20 minutes east of Cleveland on a beautiful wooded campus, about 7,000 students. Many of them attend part-time, so we've got about 4,500 FTE. About 1,000 are high school students taking classes for dual credit. We've been using Blackboard since 2001 or so. Adoption has grown tremendously over the years. More and more online and hybrid sections are being added, and many lecture instructors use Blackboard to support their lecture classes. We've automated a lot of processes that we had to manage manually when I first arrived. We now automatically create Blackboard sites for every credit section and automatically process enrollment changes as students add and drop classes. That's a big part of how we've been able to increase faculty adoption by over 250% with no increase in support headcount. We have a ton of online help for faculty, including a 12-module self-paced workshop series, and that counts toward faculty development credit for adjuncts. We also regularly hold face-to-face workshop sessions, and of course, I'm always available for one-on-one consulting. About 70% of all sections use Blackboard to some extent or another.
Outcomes assessment was a really good fit for our institution because we had already established a culture of assessment among our faculty. We had well-defined general education and program-level student learning outcomes. We had already developed and tested our rubrics. We had faculty who understood the importance of assessment and understood the various components of our process. So, when it came time to work with our Blackboard consultant, we didn't have to spend time creating or defining student learning outcomes or creating rubrics to assess them. We were able to jump right into talking about how we would implement outcomes assessment on our campus. Prior to implementing outcomes assessment, our old process was extremely cumbersome, especially for department chairs or other faculty who were responsible for managing the assessment process. First, they had to reach out to other faculty in their department to ask them to collect artifacts for whichever outcomes were being assessed. Then they had to follow up with those faculty to collect the artifacts. Next, they removed names from every single artifact they were given and copied every single artifact to prepare for assessment day. They also had to print the rubrics that would be used to rate the artifacts. This created piles and piles of papers to deal with. On assessment day, they had to distribute the artifacts and rubrics to the other faculty members in their departments, collect all of the completed rubrics, and then manually enter the numbers into an Excel spreadsheet to calculate the results. With outcomes assessment, all of the copying, distributing, and recollecting is removed entirely from the process, which meant no more piles of paper. Faculty just had to let our Blackboard systems administrator, Corrie, know which course and assignment would be used to assess which student learning outcome. Then, Corrie set up the collection, and faculty were able to log into outcomes assessment wherever they were to complete the entire process electronically. Once all of the artifacts were rated, Outcomes Assessment performed detailed data analysis, which included tables and graphs. It really simplified and streamlined our whole assessment process.
In terms of setting things up, we're a pretty small and flat organization. We don't do much of anything with Blackboard's hierarchies or custom roles or all of those technical things. So as the system administrator, I've done all of the integration and the technical stuff myself, the guy behind the curtain. And frankly, I like knowing that if anything got messed up, it's my fault. There's less need to investigate what happened and who did it. Our consultant worked with us to help set up naming conventions, and that's a huge deal. When you have even just a dozen or so things on one screen, having things named in a sensible way so you can sort them, so you can search for them, makes a huge difference, and that really made a big difference. We've already made curriculum changes based on the data that we've gotten from Blackboard Outcomes Assessment. And that's really exciting to me. I believe in data-driven decision-making, and the fact that we have this tool that we can give to the faculty and they can use it to make decisions about how they're going to do the curriculum, that's really great. Something that the system doesn't do that we really wish it did is coordinate with our student information system and let us filter out students with above or below a certain number of credit hours. When you're doing institutional assessment, as Lynn can tell you, you need to be able to look at students who are just coming in and students who are ready to leave, so you can see if you've made any difference as an institution. We've had to develop some manual and kind of kludgy workarounds that involve some database queries and manual clicking of many, many buttons. And that's okay when you have a couple of hundred students, a couple of hundred artifacts. It makes for a tedious afternoon, but there's no way you could scale that to thousands of students. And so that's something that we've asked Blackboard to look into. We're sorry that we weren't able to be with you in person there in New Orleans. NOLA's a great town. I've been there before, and we're sorry that we weren't able to be with you in person. But enjoy the day, enjoy the convention, and we'll see you sometime.